Morning. Why do birds always poop outside the reach of your windshield wiper, especially right after you just washed your truck?
Whoa, those 3-1 beans are pretty close to ready to cut. That 100-acre field's got to be 90% yellow. Call in the 7 to 10, maybe 14-day notice on those.
Oh man, someone's been waxing. It wasn't me.
I found that my favorite type of equipment wax job is one that's completed and that I didn't do myself. So, hard to complain about that. I'm fairly certain that my favorite part of the new bin so far is the south-facing staircase, so I can climb up here and just kind of look at our crop. As expected, things are continuing to mature. Seeing some yellow popping up here in these 3.5 maturity soybeans. Down to the south there on those 3.3 soybeans. Not much green left in the field. Corn's drying down. Harvest is really getting close.
While I was loafing around somewhere else being unproductive yesterday, Dad, Chris, and Jeff changed the oil in the S670. Pretty non-invasive procedure there. It didn't need any other filters or reverse oil change, so I think it's almost ready to go. We may actually try and wash it off a little bit. And of course, before I let it leave, I'm going to have to grease it up pretty good.
This old gal ought to be pretty spiffy on the inside, considering the farm pumped about 30 grand in parts and labor to completely rejuvenate the internals of it. I was wanting to show you the inside. It'd help if I actually move the right switch. That's the one thing about combines you don't realize, is that they're more than just an engine and tires like your tractors are. There's a ton of wear parts on the inside from processing and handling the grain that over time need refreshed. They get worn out from all that coarse material running around them, and eventually if you want to maintain your top-end harvesting throughput and grain quality, you gotta spend some money and replace those parts.
For the record, the only reason I lifted the tailboard up was to show you inside of the machine. Pretty much all the way across, everything has been replaced. I believe they had to put new shaker arms and support in. I think that was just wear and tear, old age. All of the sieves had to be replaced. Discharge, beater, blades were replaced. Pretty much everything that could be worn out on this combine is worn out. And you can't even really see the main meat and potatoes of the threshing system, which is the rotor. It's up there above those cross augers.
That's definitely one of the things about trading your combines that muddies the discussion of how much it actually costs you per acre, because even a used machine depreciates faster than anything else on the farm due to the hardware replacement costs. At the same time, the cost of replacing the hardware in this every 4 to 5 years, depending on how many bushels you run through it, is probably much less than the cost of trading a new machine for a new machine. So definitely a lot of numbers to crunch there.
Okay, we'll consult our grease chart because all of these 400-hour grease zerks, I'm sure, need it. This thing was redone in the shop, but it didn't get a midwinter special, so I don't believe they greased anything. They just replaced the wear parts. I'll do the greasing. I'm probably cheaper per hour than a John Deere mechanic. Actually, I know I am. What?
I'm bacon.
Let's go over here and do it.
Yeah? Oh no.
Little Lenny had to clock into work this morning because his mom took his baby brother for his 1-month-old doctor's appointment. Crazy to think that the littlest one is already a month old. Time flies.
Why, Daddy?
Yeah, are you helping pick some corn while we get the combine ready?
Oh, bye,
Yeah, I got one too.
yeah. Oh, bacon.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, look, it's Daddy.
Mommy.
No, Daddy.
Mommy. Mommy. Jenny. Mommy. Thank you, Joey.
You're welcome. Lenny's running the camera while I continue maintenance, so I have no idea what's going to happen from this point on.
Yes. Thank this. This. Daddy.
What?
What, Daddy? What?
The second combine is pretty much field ready, other than maybe topping it off with fuel and def. Lenny and I are riding over with the boss man to get the 8-row corn head out to make sure it's in working order. We've been promoted. Lenny gets the passenger seat to himself and I'm in the driver's seat.
Bye, Bart.
We're not leaving him.
Why?
sure do have the hard job, don't we, Lenny?
Yes. Mommy.
What are you doing?
Mommy.
Oh, you're driving? You better move over. Over to lose it, Lenny.
Yes.
Scoot over. Come on.
Mom.
How you like my new concrete?
Whoa.
Why'd you put more rock in here?
I dragged that crap out, that soft lime, and put that in there.
Whoa.
I'm out of fuel.
You coming with me or are you staying in the truck?
Big cock.
Okay. Well, don't do anything I wouldn't do. Lenny, I'm hoping that we don't have to use the 8-row corn head because we got the 12-row corn head. Doesn't hurt though to get it prepared, so we gotta hook it up real quick and run it through the shop. The real fancy shop we got. Okay. Are you old enough to climb this ladder?
Fire.
Okay. I think he's lying. I gotta boost him up here real quick. Okay. Stay right there. Get my camera.
Daddy.
Open the door up. Look, there's a button right here. Here, I'll help you.
Mom, open it out.
Watch your step. There you go. You qualify to drive this? Okay, I'll go wave my hands in the air like my dad would do, and you go try to hook up the head.
Okay.
Let's go get us a corn head. Do you know where the corn head's at? You know where the horn is? Where's the corn head?
Okay.
No, no corn head over there. It's over that way. This is the corn head, silly.
I'm not going.
That was pretty easy, wasn't it, Lenny?
Yes.
Would you look at that? Someone's bringing a brand new combine home. 780 with an 8-row. We're not the only ones that do it around here.
We don't know the way, Daddy.
Awfully bossy. Everything's got a software update. Whatever you do, don't interrupt the software update.
What?
Yeah, it's going pretty fast. Allie and Graham just got back home from the doctor, so Lenny clocked out for the morning. They went to the park to eat lunch. I'm gonna stay here and finish working on this corn head. Mail also showed up. I got my 1.5-inch gear wrench, ratcheting end wrench for working on the boom leveling bolts, I don't even know, on the Hagee. I got this because the crescent wrench was just too big, and when I'd adjust it, it never held true, and I was kind of gnarling up the bolt itself, the nuts. So hopefully this is the right size. If not, I'm gonna be frustrated because these are fairly expensive, getting a wrench this big. I think we're ready to fire it up, warm it up a little bit. We'll check the gearboxes and that's about it. Among the other maintenance tasks we're going to do, I am also going to upgrade the radio firepower that Katie's going to have in this combine. She's had the MXT 115 15-watt radio. I've got an extra 45-watt radio sitting in my little shed over there, so I'm going to go grab it. After I do all this, I'm going to put the radio in there. This is the radio that she had. We're going to upgrade her. Did I say 45 watts? I meant 50-watt radio. Every row has a oil gear case. Gotta check every season just to make sure it's not running dry. Just a little dipstick right here. You can see the oil on the bottom. The model of corn head before the C series that we have now had grease baths, so you check the plugs, and if it didn't have enough grease on them, then you'd insert grease through the greaser. I think they went to the oil bath because it's more reliable. Surely that's the reason why, I don't know. Getting sidetracked. Dad said he can't get a fuel filter off of a tractor. I'm gonna bring the insurance policy with me right here. You can't get it off with a filter wrench or anything else. Sometimes you need this thing. I knew it was hanging on the wall for a reason. We get along much better when we work on separate projects at the same time. I think we're just too much alike, so if we stay far away from each other, it's a much more peaceful day. You turning it the right direction?
I think.
Well, I can't get off if you want me to get
Here,
up there.
see if you can do it. I'll lay against the tire like I did. You're going the wrong way with it.
I know.
Put it back in there first. It is a filter, isn't it?
Well, yeah, it's just the original fuel filter, isn't it?
There you got it. I'll get another bite.
Oh, really?
They moved a 1/4 inch. Will it go back around more?
I don't know if it will. The bite I need because of the tire.
Give me it.
How did it move a little bit and then not?
Now drive it off.
Is that normal?
I don't know.
Could be just because of the paint. Okay, you can finish it off.
You think I can finish it?
Think the ratchet would do it? Oh, it's loose. I was on there tight. Here you go, left side.
Throw that on the ground so it doesn't spill in my truck. What do? You spill it in my truck.
Spill it in your truck and then on the ground.
And then tell me how many hours on it. 330? Not yet. How many?
It's not loaded yet. Hold on. 336, I think. This is service. Young gun, body in great condition, sitting in the combine cab enjoying the air conditioning. Old boss man, bad shoulders, bad back, good attitude. He's out there doing the manual labor. Dad says we're using this corn head this year. I hope not. But the corn head's done, beans turning. Figured we might as well at least get the drapers out today. Don't know if we'll work on them, but tires look good. Okay, well, all we got left to do is service both drapers, get the augers out and ready, and I think that's it. Ah, well, we can't forget about the grain cart. That's like the most important part, right? Dad and I got a wild hair on us this afternoon and power washed off the S670. Better late than never, as they say. Really was not to improve the looks of the machine, more so it was to get some of the debris out from the engine compartments. We do blow everything off when we're done for the season. The blowers typically, though, do not do very well in the tight spaces where the engine compartment is. You get a lot of dry material in there. It's just a fire hazard waiting to happen. So it's pretty much cleaned up. Dad's going around with just the garden hose now, hosing off some areas where I missed a little bit of stuff. So it looks pretty good. Nothing like getting it clean just in time to get it dirty. It's unfortunate that I do not have any video proof of me actually washing the combine off because I didn't film any of it, because washing equipment is rather boring to watch. And now it looks like Dad did all the work. But I do promise you, I spent maybe 60 minutes, 70 minutes on it power washing. I soaped it. Could be better. Foaming soap does okay. It's just not a full substitute for actually manually scrubbing it. And I think if we had a heated power washer, we'd get an even better clean. All that takes is more money, though, and finance committee's about tapped dry. Alrighty, folks, I'm gonna go ahead and take off, enjoy the weekend before the scorcher of a Labor Day week we have next week. Crops are gonna continue to mature quickly, so we're obviously gonna have to keep the hammer down, even though it's warm, and get the drapers serviced and do all that stuff, because you blink your eyes a few times, and next thing you know, you're spending 5 weeks in a grain cart cab, combine cab, semi cab, whatever you're running on the farm. As always, I greatly appreciate every single one of you continuing to tune in and support the channel. Your viewership means the world to me. I'll catch you all in the next episode. Until then, make sure you like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you want to see more, and comment down below if you have any questions. You know I love to talk about farming. Have a great day, everyone. Peace!